Welcome back to another segment of Crash the Industry, and we're here with another special guest. And when it comes to hip-hop media, Deme D is a name you need to know, a true force in the culture. He's the mastermind behind the Go Getter TV, a platform dedicated to giving hip-hop its proper respect with exclusive interviews, ciphers, album listening sessions, vinyl showcases, and his hip-hop debate desk, which is one of my favorites. A proud native of New York, Deme D has built a reputation as a top-tier event and show host, bringing energy and authenticity to every stage. But his influence doesn't stop there. His pen game is just as strong. As a writer for Validated Magazine, SYL Media, and HLM Media, he's consistently documenting and pushing the culture forward, whether he's chopping it up with legends, putting the next wave of artists on the map, or keeping the debate alive for true hip-hop heads. Deme D is dedicated to preserving the essence of the game. He's not just covering hip-hop, he's living it. Let's give him a warm Crash the Industry welcome. Welcome, DJ Deme D. How you doing, brother?
What's good, fam? What's good? That was an incredible intro. Appreciate that.
I'm trying to do my best with everybody.
Word, no doubt.
Like I said, that debate desk.
Yeah, that's my baby right there.
I like that.
Yeah, that's where everything started with. As far as the channel, like I had stuff going on before, but once I started into like content, I started with like the debate.
You became a good content creator.
Yeah,
so you built the platform that highlights authentic hip hop culture. What originally inspired you to create the Go Getter TV, and what do you feel makes it stand out from other platforms?
I'm basically a hip hop junkie, man. I love it to the core. It's been something that's been part of my life, basically all my life. Like I grew up with hip hop, not off it, but it's like I said, I'm a child of the culture. I love music in general. My family's musicians, creators. My dad was a DJ, a prospective artist. I just felt like, you know, the media was just taking a turn to the left. Like, it's always been fans and casuals, but I just feel like the landscape is just becoming all casuals and all clicks and all hype. And so I felt like I needed to step in, and the culture needed me, you know what I mean?
No, you do. You do it.
Appreciate
you do
that.
a hell of a job.
Word.
You really do. Like, I watch your interviews. I see you debate, and I had to go. I seen you ask a question about an album. I got to look at it again. I literally had to go back and listen to the album. I was like, oh, he's right. Like, it's certain things you miss, but it's people like you who propel the culture and remind people of all the great things that these artists have done over the years.
Yeah, that was some of the purpose, too. I didn't mention that. I don't want people to be forgotten about and just left out of the history books. Sometimes we talk about the same artists over and over, so I want to highlight other people, too, as well.
Absolutely. So out of all the interviews you've done, which one is your absolute favorite and why? And was there a moment in that conversation that stuck with you?
I have to be honest, man. I've had a lot of good interviews. That's a hard question to answer. I usually say, I'll say Mickey Fax because he started off my interview series. He gave me a chance and an opportunity. And then I'll say there's an artist by the name of Willie the Kid from Michigan who's one of my favorites. And it was just the circumstance of how I got the interview and what I had to do to get it that really just reminds me of, you know, of how you gotta push through. You know what I mean? You gotta overcome the challenges and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say those two right there.
Absolutely. Your platform has showcased some serious talent, whether through ciphers, freestyles, or live performances. Do you have a favorite freestyle or song that's been featured, and what made it special?
That's so many, man. I can't even front. It's so many. It's been a long time. What I will say is, though, shout out to my man Queens, Will Sully, body bagged the cipher. He's just, a lot of people body bagged it, but he body bagged it, and the reason why I stand out, because sometimes when I'm doing these recordings, I don't get to enjoy it. I don't get to sit through it. There's so much going on. So it's when my man came back like, yo, Will destroyed it. I was like, word? Went back and watched it. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. But he's a great MC anyway. Shout out to Will Sully.
I know that exact feeling because after editing these episodes, see, you don't have to turn them in. I have to turn them in for inspection, so I have to watch them so many times.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm watching them to get through. I forgot what it's called, but it's like quality control.
Yes.
And I'm watching it so much that I'm not enjoying some of it. So like, I plan on taking like a week one day and just going back and watching everything right, to enjoy it. Because some people call me and be like, yo, that episode you had with such and such when you said this, it was dope. And I'm like, we said that? So I don't get to enjoy it. So I know what you're saying when you don't get to enjoy it. Which guest caught you off guard the most, whether it was their story, energy, or something they revealed in the interview?
I I don't really want to say on camera. It was definitely an interesting experience. They're kind of in the industry and just something I hadn't experienced as of yet. It just felt like a whole persona and character type of thing. But most of the people are cool. You know, that was another reason why I started this platform, because I'm able to get on other people's islands, even though may have like different swag or different approaches. But you know, there's been some little awkward situations. You know, you're dealing with artists. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? People, some of them are entitled. Some of people just quirky, whatever they may be.
Some people is just weird.
Some people just weird. You know.
Absolutely. So my favorite, the hip hop debate desk, is a dope concept. What's been the most heated or controversial debate you've had on that platform so far? And don't skip out on this one.
Nah, I'm not gonna skip. It's a lot though. Recently we just had. Recently, you know, well, this is a hot topic right now. Recently, we were talking about GNX with Kendrick. That got crazy. But I'm gonna go into some rap talk. There's a lot of Sean Price fans. We've had debates about him being slightly overrated and overlooked. We've had someone say that KRS was overrated as well. We've had someone say that Sheik Luke we just had this conversation. Someone
Sheik Luke is my
Sheik
favorite.
Luke was straight trash, and I had to body bag him on camera. So make sure y'all check that episode out.
I'm gonna go look at that because Sheik is one of my favorites.
So we've had it's just so many topics. We've had Purple Tape versus Reasonable Doubt. That got kind of crazy.
Purple Tape is.
We had Beanie Siegel and Freeway debuts against each other. So it's got some intense moments.
So like sometimes certain conversations I choose not to have because I know where it's gonna go.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, because like in my house we have a no talk Biggie rule. If I'm playing Biggie and you start talking to me, there's a whole problem right there.
That's a proud salute to B.I.G.
Like, and people get confused when I tell them, because I'm such a big fan, they get shocked when I say that Big is not my favorite rapper.
Okay.
Like my favorite rapper of all time is Kool G Rap.
Okay.
And he started the wave of how Biggie raps, if you listen to the flows.
Yeah, he got heavy influence with a lot of people.
So, you know, that's my favorite. Who's one of your favorites?
Nas, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang. You know, if we going back to, you know, that era, Mobb, Biggie, Wu-Tang, Meth has always been one of my favorites. If we're talking about like right now, who I'm listening to, Rome Streets, you know, Benny the Butcher, Jay Skis, people like that.
Got you. As someone who documents the culture through interviews and written pieces, how do you balance being both a media personality and a writer for outlets like Validated Magazine, SYL, and H&M Media and those?
It's actually gotten quite difficult, and I've kind of fallen back a little bit. I haven't been cranking them out as much. The writing is raw. I'm not really, you know, trained on that. I didn't go any schooling with that, so I don't approach it as much as I just do, you know, just the content and everything else. So, and you have to be a lot more objective with the writing, and you have to think about who's reading it. But when I'm on my platform, you know, it's a go. I'm gonna say whatever.
But shouldn't, when you're writing something and you're giving a person a write-up, shouldn't your honest opinion about what you're writing be put into that body of work?
Yeah. I just mean as far as how you're phrasing it too. The terms you're using is like, I don't want to use too much, you know, broken language, too much slang, too much, I guess slang and stuff like that.
Oh, you're talking about the way you actually curate it and write it.
The actual way I'm wording it. I try not to do, when I'm doing a piece, I'm not gonna lie, I try to just shine light on them. I try not to point out any things that I may not like or anything I see as a flaw. So I do that more so if I do an album review or if I'm talking about you on Twitter, because on Twitter it's daily talk every day, all day. So there I'm gonna get a little more detail.
Got you. So from vinyl showcases to ciphers, you bring a lot of different elements of hip hop to your audience. Is there a specific part of the culture you feel is underappreciated and deserve more shine?
Well, the debate desk, that was the reason for that. I feel like people don't talk about more than just sales and
that's
clicks.
Before you get there, let me stop. I hate when we're saying this person is better than this person and we're arguing about lyrics and then they go to this person sells more than
sales and all of that. So, I mean, I felt like that was missing. I know everybody does ciphers. I just felt like my cipher show is just, it's not a free-for-all. It's not a shot. I'm just looking at how I'm approaching it. It's not a free-for-all. Most of the people who come on here are serious acts, They got motions. They're consistent, and they respect the pen game. So I felt like that was kind of missing with that.
I think I had this conversation with Sincere, and Sincere was like, I'm not just letting anybody on your show. And when I interviewed him, and he looked me dead in the eyes and said, your platform is dope. Don't let just anybody on your show, even if it's for the bread. So that's something we don't do. We don't just let anybody on the show.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Because then, not to be funny, that's part of that's not taking care of the culture.
If you just want to spit a quick 16 and then a year from now, or not even a year, next week you're not even a rapper anymore. So it's like
You just wasted my
you
airspace.
just wasted my airspace, my time, the next artist space. A lot of people don't understand you got to do research. Like you said, I have to sit through this footage. Why do I want to go back to my old footage and see you there and then you just tap? I mean, things happen. But for the most part, you know who's really putting the effort in, who's really not.
Absolutely. You can hear it in their verses
Right.
when they send you something like, I want to be on your show, listen to this. You could definitely hear that. So the game is constantly evolving. How do you see the Go Get It TV growing in the next 5 years, and any major goals or expansions you're working on towards it?
Well, right now I'm just trying to expand that viewership and unfortunately we playing the numbers game. I'm just trying to expand on that. That further ahead, I'm trying to expand with things beyond just music. I don't really want to speak on it now, but there's things that I want to speak on and address. That's just not music. But one of the goals is, I have a lot of these contacts. I'm in a lot of these sessions. I'm with a lot of these people that know these artists. I want to start doing like my own type of shows and not like showcases. I'm talking about like actual shows. I don't know the term.
So I'll tell you, because I had to differentiate that when I was doing it for my record company. I put together concerts.
That's what I'm
with artists that I know
already.
But I want to see you first. So the difference is, I go out, I be in the trenches with everybody, and I go see them perform. Yeah, he could be a part of them, because I don't want my artist just performing with anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm thinking more so the people that are already out touring, who already have audiences, and just, you know how that goes. You got to have the space, you got to be able to pay them and things like that. So I got the network, but I need the resources. So that's why I want to.
So before we get out of here, I always ask other interviewers or podcasters this question. If you could interview anyone, past or present, in hip hop history, who would it be and why?
There's so many people. I mean, I'm going to just go to somebody that, influenced me as a child, probably LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dying to get him up here.
Yeah, that would be dope.
So what advice would you give an upcoming media personality and content creator who wants to build a platform as strong as yours?
I would say you got to be dedicated and serious, man. You got to move with blinders, but at the same time, know what's going on around you and know what the landscape is. Just organize, be consistent. You know what I'm saying? If it's something you really want to do, or rather make sure it's something you really want to do and not just, that's just the way for the moment.
Put your heart in it.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, tell everybody where they can find you, where they could go watch the Go Getters TV, and where they can watch a debate desk.
Well, all my content is available on YouTube, my channel, The Go Get It TV. You could just put that in. I'm very Googleable. You could put Deme D. Everything's going to come up. But all the content is on my YouTube channel. You can follow me on TikTok. All of these things is under the same thing. Twitter, all that.
We're gonna bring you back, and we're gonna do a crash at debate desk, so we could go talk about something.
Let's get it.
You heard? I appreciate you.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh my God, I appreciate that.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Crash the Industry, and today we have another special guest, my brother, CHO Dollars. Born and raised in Chula Vista, California, but proudly representing Queens, New York, CHO Dollars is making serious noise in the music scene. Inspired by legends like Maserati Fox, Tone, Mac B, and 50 Cent, his sound is as versatile as his talent. Whether he's singing, rapping, or bringing raw energy to the stage, he can stand in a room with just about anyone and move it. With over 4 years of grinding in the industry, CHO Dollars has performed across all major cities, from New York New Jersey, Philly to Pittsburgh, Miami, Orlando, and Virginia Beach. His movement is only getting bigger, and he's proven why he's the next up. His catalog is growing fast, with 2 albums already out, including Catch 'Em Outside, Inshallah, and another highly anticipated project, Inshallah 2, set to drop December of 2025? 2025, featuring major collaborations and mixtapes. If you don't know who Cho Dollars is yet, you're about to find out. Now let's give him a welcome to Crash the Industry. What's going on, my brother?
What's doing, my brother?
How you doing?
Great, great. What's going on? Glad to be here.
Good, good. You had a long journey, Cho.
Yeah,
It's been a long ride for you. I've been there watching some of it.
yeah.
So you had an incredible journey in this industry. How did it feel going from being a solo artist to joining a duo and being back to a solo artist again?
I mean, I always was a solo artist, but the duo, it was kind of like I wanted to see how far it would go. Like I thought it was gonna go real far. Like
We had high hopes for that.
it was making a good run. So, you know,
It's something that was there.
it's
there.
still there, but it just not the time for it yet.
Got you, got you. So you've performed all over the country, in New York, places, Philly, everywhere. What was it like doing that? What was your best, most standout experience, and why?
I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between Texas and Chicago.
Okay.
Texas, it was a different kind of life, but it was like everybody embraced you, like it was family, like everybody. It's everything out there. The culture is music.
Got you.
Chicago, it's really not like it's crazy there, but their culture is music too. Like it's just these hidden gems in these places that you.
It's not
would
what
never
they
know.
make it seem like.
Yeah, it's like these places are real hidden gems.
Got you, got you. So your sound is incredibly versatile, singing, rapping, and bringing raw energy. Who would you say influenced your style the most, and how did their influence shape your approach to music?
I'm gonna say 50 Cent G-Unit,
Got you.
and I only say that because the way they came into the situation, like 50 came in as the underdog. They tried to lowball him, blackball him, do a whole bunch of stuff.
Gotcha.
He still made it out on top of the situation and brought a couple other people with him.
Her. So this next question I'm gonna ask you is a little personal. If you don't want to answer it, we could clip this out. But this is real. It's something I wanted to ask you because a lot of artists act like they really want this and they don't. They don't have the hunger. But I've been there when you went through this, and the loss of your daughter was a devastating blow to you. How did you manage to push through that pain and fight your way back into the game? And what kept you going?
I mean, when it first happened, I didn't really have no drive for music. I had to really get the drive back. But I felt like if I didn't do music, I'd probably be locked up or somewhere or something like that. So I just stuck to my vision and kept my focus.
Did that help you get through that whole situation?
Yeah.
Because you never get over it, but you got to fight.
I wouldn't say I'm over it, but I would say I'm like at peace with it,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Absolutely, 100%. So let's move on. Music clearly plays a huge role in your life. In what ways does it help you cope with that loss and experience? And you just explained that, so we're not really going to go into that. So Catch 'Em Outside, Inshallah, was a big statement, and now you're looking forward to Inshallah 2. How would you say your sound has evolved between the 2 albums?
My first album, it was more so I was going through things. This album is really like the happiness in me, like it's the party Cho, like it's Cho, the real Cho of who I am.
So you're getting back to yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it's a whole different vibe. Like you just gonna love it.
Got you. So you have some major collaborations already. Is there any particular artist or producer you dream of working with, and why?
It's a legend, honestly. Sky Storch.
Okay.
I was like this close to working with him,
Okay.
but things happened and it never worked out. We was never in the same space at the same time, so stuff like that.
Got you. You've been putting in work for over 4 years now, consistently, and it's clear you built the undeniable movement. What do you hope fans take away from your music, and where do you see yourself in the next few years?
What I want them to take from my music is no matter what you're going through, no matter where you are in life, whatever walk step you have, just be you and go for whatever it is, follow your dream.
Got you. So before we get to your performance, let everybody know where they can reach Cho, where they can hear your music, what music you have coming out, and give them all the information on you.
CHO Dollars on Instagram, all platforms. I got a whole bunch of new music coming out. I'm shooting videos and mic drops all over the place for Who Hotter Than Me right now, as you see. I also got Water coming right behind it. I'm actually going to situate that too.
Got you. So with that being said, let's get into this performance and see what my boy CHO got. Appreciate you, my brother.
What's going on, my boy?
Just up it. Just up. Just up it. Spin. Yeah. Who harder than me? Spotted the video A and the video A. Keep the knocker with me. Hit with these bullets, no doctor to see. Who harder than me? Carry the meat, let the chop in the seat. 100 degrees, playing with me, he gon' die in the streets. She wanna learn a new dance, keeping it studied and knocking my pants. She looking, I see from my glance, my oral so lit, got her stuck in the glance. My odor go up in the dump, knockers on knockers like this was a drum. But it's not what you want in the back of the view, with my in the front, shake that ass. She a dookie, she getting that cash. Stick to the money, I get to my bags. I hop in the foreign, I hope I don't crash. I get to my money, I get to my bags. I'm glitching, I hope I don't lag. I do what got that move to the bag. Don't play it up, be sad. Hold on. She a floozy, walking the spot is playing this my toasty. Get loosely, ooly. She a dookie, walking the spot is a movie. Playing this get loosely. It's a movie. Who hotter than me? Spotted the video A and the V. Keep the knocker with me. Hit with these bullets, no doctor to see. Who harder than me? Married than me, got the chop in the seat. 100 degrees, playing with me, he gon' die in the streets. Who hotter than me? Spotted the video A and the V. Keep the knocker with me. Hit with these bullets, no doctor to see. Who harder than me? Married than me, got the chop in the seat. 100 degrees, playing with me, he gon' die in the streets. 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 Playing with me, he gon' die in the streets. 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 Playing with me, he gon' die in the streets. Who harder than me? Keep the knocker with me. Hit with these bullets, no doctor see. The way she's shaking and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, she moving. Anytime I'm in a spot, baby, you know I make movies. Lights, cameras, action, baby, and you know we get the shooting. They ain't got no motion, baby, ain't none of this shit moving. Rolling on the set, every time a nigga sail through. Got the sharks on land, hoping I don't crash the coupe. Got a bad little bit, and the book match it too. It's that real piece, and you can see it on me too. It's that real piece, and you can see it on me too. You ain't heard about me. Man, I guess you out the loop. Heard I got the sauce, baby, yeah, I'm spilling out the juice. They wishing bad on me, baby, better yet, I never lose. I'm in the club, you know I'm up for sec, finger while she dancing, yeah, you know that. Beat the like I'm banging on a set. Treat you like an op, know that thing is getting stressed. Everybody here, they got Dracos and them switches, and they throwing this in the spot. Got them glitching too, freak, go for dawn, they hope got them kissing. Lifestyle, I live this. Yeah, you know them niggas push, I'm reeling in the money. It's the same format as fishing. All them with me. Ain't nobody switching. Check my jewelry. I bet that little in the missing. Check out the work. You see that boy water whip and got the city with me. When I step up in the trenches, if I got it up it, boy, you know that swim with fishes. All I know them Pete. Yeah, they checking out my bop. Notice not a dance partner. I'm securing up my knock.
A minute.
Yo, I was trying.
Yo, he said, I felt like I was at church. He said, I was in the wrong place.
I was trying. I'm like, I can't curse. I'm trying to do everything but curse.
I appreciate you. Thank you
Sorry,
so
guys.
much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. And that's another episode. Oh, is that my camera? Another episode of Crash the Industry. Thank you. Yeah.
New York, what's up, New York? Listen, we in New York, right?